Take two. Good evening, food enthusiasts and community members alike. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Neighbors Cooking in our new kitchen and live to all of our social media channels. I know we messed up just a second ago, but that's the benefit of being able to stop and go back and try it again. I want to make it perfect. Tonight we come together to celebrate culture, flavors, and the joy of creating delicious dishes from around the world. Tonight, we have a special treat in store as we honor Asian Pacific Islander Month with a mouth-watering and nutritious recipe for Malaysian coconut curry chicken. Yum! This delightful Malaysian coconut curry chicken not only tantalizes our taste buds, but also fits perfectly into a balanced and health-conscious diet, coming in at under 700 calories per serving. So get ready to indulge in a symphony of flavors while keeping your health goals on track, which is truly the best of both worlds. As we embark on this culinary adventure, it's essential to recognize and celebrate the rich culinary heritage of the Asian Pacific region. The fusion of diverse cultures, traditions, and ingredients has created a tapestry of flavors that delight and inspire food lovers worldwide. From the aromatic curries of India to the intricate flavors of Japanese sushi, from the bold spices of Thai cuisine to the comforting noodles of Vietnam, Asian Pacific food embodies a harmonious blend of tradition, innovation, and a deep reverence for nature's bounty. Tonight, as we savor the flavors of Malaysian coconut curry chicken, let's also take a moment to appreciate the generations of chefs, farmers, and home cooks who have passed down their knowledge and love for food, creating a legacy that continues to inspire and nourish us. So grab your aprons, sharpen those knives, and prepare your taste buds for a culinary journey through the vibrant and diverse world of Asian Pacific flavors. Tonight, we celebrate the beauty, the complexity, and the sheer deliciousness of Asian Pacific cuisine with our delectable Malaysian coconut curry chicken recipe. But before we get started, I want to recognize who our guest is tonight. Tonight in our kitchen, we have a true fundraising powerhouse and community champion joining us on Neighbors Cooking. With over a decade of experience in fundraising strategies, our guest is a seasoned expert in cultivating support and resources for vital causes. His role as the Director of Development at the Center showcases his dedication to advancing the mission and impact of organizations that serve our community. Not only has our guest honed his skills in fundraising, but he has also invested in his own development, graduating from the Leadership Coachella Valley and becoming a member of the esteemed Association of Fundraising Professionals. His continuous pursuit of growth and knowledge reflects his dedication to excellence in his field. What sets our guest apart is his focus on building meaningful relationships to drive impactful change, a philosophy that resonates perfectly with the Center's values of inclusivity and community empowerment. By leveraging his expertise in diverse revenue challenges and collaboration skills, our guest aims to forge connections that make a lasting difference in the lives of those he serves. Beyond his professional endeavors, he has a heartwarming personal life filled with love, compassion, and a strong sense of family. Alongside his husband, Ken, James shares his home with three fur daughters, Nina, Kayla, and Sasha, who bring joy and warmth to their lives. So let's give a resounding Neighbors Cooking welcome to James Linquist as he steps into our kitchen tonight, bringing with him a wealth of knowledge, a heart full of compassion, and a spirit of collaboration that illuminates the path forwards, a brighter, more connected community. Welcome to the kitchen, James. How are you?
How are you? Good to see you. Thank you for having me the first time.
Welcome. First time in my new kitchen.
Awesome.
Isn't it amazing?
Yes, I love it.
It's so much fun. Even though we had a glitch with the technology in the beginning, we're gonna work it out.
Oh, that's good.
He's looking at the cameras like, am I doing the right thing? Is it working? Thumbs up. So you're the development director at the center.
Yes.
So tell us what that means.
So what that means is I do, as you said, anything fundraising. So I have the fortune of working with a great team, Raul Rodriguez and Roman Valdez. And what we do is we do like the Red Dress Party, where we had about 3,000 people that were out in March at the Air Museum just celebrating our community. We do a Center Gala, which is going to be in October 19th. Kind of our biggest gala of the year, where we kind of celebrate the community and kind of share forward where we're going. We have a number of different things throughout the year. We have our Ocotillo group, which is our major donors, $1,200 and more. And we do about 4 events a year with them, as well as a major donor brunch. And then also I do major gifts, plan giving, grants, legacy giving, all that kind of stuff.
So what are the services the center offers?
So a lot of services we offer. We have over 40 programs. We have actually 3 different areas that you can participate and be part of. We have our primary campus that I call it. It's in Palm Springs, 2 different levels, and we have our programs there where you can get things such as ukulele. You can take Spanish, which I'm just starting to take, beginning Spanish. We have 12-step programs. We have bereavement services, mental health services, just a plethora of different opportunities that you can participate and take anywhere from all ages. We have a focus in LGBTQ community, but anybody can actually use the programs that we use.
You also have mental health.
Yes, we have mental health, which is so important, especially after COVID. We know that people are out there and they really want to find connection. And sometimes that's hard when you want to try to talk about what you're feeling and people don't necessarily understand.
Yeah, the center's an amazing place. If you haven't been to the building, it's over there on 111 or whatever.
Pumpkin.
Pumpkin, thank you.
By Denny's.
By Denny's, there you go. Everyone knows where Denny's is. So you've been there at midnight or 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. But the center's right there. It's that lovely 3-story building or 2-story building. That was a gift, wasn't it, from somebody?
So Rob, from John McDowell and Rob, John and Rob, what it is that they actually bought the building. Our CEO, Mike Thompson, in 2014, 2016, saw the building, knew that we wanted to move from our original location. They are our leasers, so they actually own the building,
okay.
And when they pass, we'll get the building, but right now it's in their name.
That's amazing. So, are you a cook?
I grill. So my husband Ken will tell you that, yeah, my husband does all the cooking inside. I help where I can. He actually tells me to stay out of the kitchen, so I get to grill.
That's okay. Yeah. I just got a new smoker. So maybe when I get that running, you can come over.
I would love to do that.
You can help me do some smoking. So we're going to make a Malaysian coconut curry chicken tonight.
Say that 10 times fast.
Right. Yes. You have to come up with an acronym for it. And I'm going to go over the ingredients with everybody. I'm going to have you stand over here. I'm going to turn the stove on for you.
Okay.
And we're going to get this going here, nice and warm. My cast iron that I love and love and love. So we're going to go through all the ingredients with you first and let you have a look at what we're doing. If Joe did it right, above me is a camera that has all of my ingredients. Can we see that, Joe? Yes. So we're going to go through the ingredients. We've got 4 cloves of garlic, finely minced. We've got an onion that I have minced up. So it's 1 small onion. I'm going to show you actually because I buy this because it makes it easier. I know it's lazy, but onion in a jar, in a bottle. And it's already pureed. So instead of me having to get my food processor out and make lots of noise in the kitchen, you can buy this already minced up. We've got our ginger, we've got curry powder, we've got some 1/4 cup of canola oil, we've got some bone-in chicken thighs. You can substitute that. You could use chicken breast, you could use maybe drumsticks if you wanted, but you get just as much meat, if not more, in a thigh as you get from a breast. And I'm going to show you how to debone that in a minute. We've got some coconut milk unsweetened. We've got some fish oil, some brown sugar, a little bit of cinnamon. My recipe calls for a cinnamon stick. As you know, I don't like buying a bunch of spices that I'm not going to use them up in due time. The odds of using a whole bottle of cinnamon sticks is unlikely before Christmas. And so I just don't bother. So I used a little bit of cinnamon in this case just to replace that flavor. Some salt and some pepper. We've got some russet potatoes. I've already cut these. You're going to cut these up into just brown russet potatoes, peel them, and you're going to cut them up into just little 1-inch squares, little 1-inch pieces. I've already pre-boiled some of these so that we've got time to make it. Otherwise, it would take a little bit too long in the recipe. So I'm going to move these off to the side for just a minute. And I'm going to show you how to do the chicken. So we've got these chicken wings or chicken thighs, and we're going to cut the bone out. So it's really pretty simple because it's a small bone. So if you find the bone, you're just going to cut along the edge, not all the way through the thigh. You're just going to cut along the edge, cut around. Watch your fingers. There we go. And you've got your breast, the bone out. You can leave the bone in, but I find when you're serving this to people, it's a lot of work for them to try and eat it with the bone in. So do the bone in, leave it in. You can use it for chicken stock if you want. And then we're going to trim it a little bit. So you've got this little bit of extra fat on each side. We're just going to trim those out. Trim this little bit of fat out. And you're going to continue that, rinse and repeat, for all of your chicken breasts. When you've got those done, you're going to go back and you're going to get your salt and pepper. And you're just going to salt and pepper the tops and the bottoms. There you go. And we're going to put some pepper. And again, just rinse and repeat. And then we're going to get into making the actual curry marinade. So let me move these out of the way just a little bit. And we'll bring our ingredients back. There we go. In a bowl, we're going to take our ginger. Let me just squeeze by you here for a second. No matter how well prepared, you never have everything you need. You're going to get your ginger in a bowl, your onion, garlic, your curry, real simple, and half of the oil that you started with. And I'm going to have James put the rest of this oil, if you want, there's a towel there if you need it, in that pan. Let it start getting hot. All right, and we're going to mix all of that together, and that's why you pureed all of your other ingredients, the ginger, the garlic, the onion. Oops. There we go. And then you're going to take your chicken breast that you have trimmed and taken the bone out, and you're going to put that into this marinade. And you're going to put all of the chicken in, and you're going to end up putting it into a plastic bag and let it just sit in your oven, in your refrigerator for about 30 minutes. All right, we're going to move these out of the way. And I have our marinated chicken already right here. It's right here. So as you can see, this is just beautiful. It's been marinating. We got hot oil over there.
Yeah, I think so.
Looks hot. All right. So we're going to just plate these in.
Oh yeah, it's hot.
And we're going to get them nice and crispy. All right, and you're just going to let those brown up.
Okay.
Probably about a minute or two. And when they're done, you're going to transfer them into that pan.
Okay. All
right, and then we're going to get into making the actual curry sauce and coconut and stuff that's going to go over the top of it.
Okay.
So just keep an eye on them. Got a nice crispy. Now you could take the skin off if you prefer not to have the skin. It just adds a little bit of dimension. In Asian cooking, they use every part of the animal. So sometimes food is scarce in some provinces in different parts of the world. So in Asia, they eat every part of the chicken. They eat the beef, the feet, they eat everything. So they don't waste anything, so they would use everything and they would keep the bone in, but it's entirely up to you. In a Thai restaurant, they're probably taking the bone out because they want it out of the way, and it's just messy.
Let's put these over, or?
That's how we come up the other side. Oh, another second. Just a little bit. That one's good.
That one's better?
Yep.
All right.
Look, no fire alarms going off. That's a good thing. In my old place, the fire alarms would go off every time we did something in the pan that we had to fry. So I ended up, don't tell the landlord, I ended up taking the fire alarms down so they wouldn't go off during the show. Oh, that looks good. So flip it over. Yeah. So remember, these are going to keep cooking once we put them into this pot here and start to make our sauce. We're going to make the sauce in this actual pan So once it's all done, we're going to get in there and scrape all the nice little scrapings off. And then we're going to create the coconut curry sauce that goes over the top. So as I said, I already parboiled the potatoes. So you wouldn't, unless you wanted to do it in advance. I did it in advance because if we were going to simmer this and let it all cook and let the potatoes cook down, it would take about 20 minutes. So you can either parboil these in advance, or you can just put in the raw potatoes into the sauce, but that will have to simmer for about 20 minutes when you're done, all right? So you've been with the center now a year?
No, since January 1st.
Yeah, this year.
This year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
all
it's
right.
been pretty cool.
Well, I know we first became familiar with each other, I think at DAP, probably.
Yeah, when I was at DAP Health.
And at DAP, what did you do?
I was Director of Development.
Oh, same thing.
Same thing.
Same thing.
Yeah, there for 4 years, and then came over to the center.
So what? So it's a different vibe for sure.
Yeah.
Medical.
Yeah, one's more community-based,
Yeah.
and which I really like. It's just that, for me, the LGBTQ community has always been part of my passion and just who I am.
Yep.
It helped me at certain times in my life when, there wasn't that opportunity to reach out to people. And actually,
Right.
I lived in Portland, Oregon, and we had something similar to the center and the services. So when this opportunity came up, it just seemed natural.
So, I'm the director of Volunteers for Pride, so we both do things for the community, and it makes you feel good.
Yes.
I know during Pride, even though I don't actually get to engage too much during Pride, but I go out and I tell everybody that for me it's the faces.
Yes.
I see this joy in people's faces,
Exactly.
that they are part of the community and that they're safe and that they are thriving. We just had our other event was the Harvey Mill.
Yeah, which was amazing.
Wasn't it?
That was a lot of fun.
Captain Stuart Milker was
Yeah.
like incredible.
And the kids.
And the
I
kids.
mean, that was just,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's part of our mission is the kids, and we're doing scholarships and things for them.
Yeah.
That's what Pride raises money to do, and the GSAs. And then you're taking on the community from a mental health standpoint, looking for jobs, giving them a place to learn new tools and new talent. You got a computer lab too, right?
Yeah, and what we always say is that, people come to the center and they think it's for one thing, so maybe they come for behavioral health or they come for food,
Right.
and then they realize everything else we have. And so it's what you need now and what you really need.
Well, when I first came to the community, I was really sick. I had HIV. I'd been in a coma for a month, right? And I came here to get better, and DAP Health was my health provider, but I also needed food assistance, and the center was my food assistance.
Yeah.
And we all have challenges in our lives, and it's nice to know that you can reach out and
Remember, I grill.
I don't feel like it's burned. So go ahead and turn that back over for a minute. Yeah, let's not get it too dark.
I like that. Cajun.
Cajun, there we go. That's a good, instead of burnt, it's Cajun. So we got that chicken going. When those are done, we're gonna put that in that pot. So these are gonna be about 5 or 6 minutes on each side when you're cooking them. You don't have to overcook them because, like I said, they're gonna keep going. So let's go ahead and throw those in the pot.
All right.
And we'll cook the other ones up later on. So now we've got all these nice scrapings and stuff in here.
Yum.
So you can use that and just kind of scrape it up a little bit. And once we've done that, we're going to add in the fish sauce.
You get a taste it.
The brown sugar. Cinnamon. That did sparkle a little bit, didn't it? a little bit of feed of oil back. You can turn that down just a little bit. There we go. We're going to add a little bit of salt. There we go. And we're going to add this coconut, unsweetened.
Yum.
Go ahead and pour it up. There we go. Keep going, keep going. A little bit of pepper. And I'm going to get a spoon. Give it a taste. So the coconut really comes out. If you're concerned about the curry, you can adjust the curry. You can make more curry or less curry. You can also do different types of curry. There's red curries and green curries and yellow curries. There's Indian curries. So there's a lot of different curries that you could try in this if you wanted to. Personally, I would put more curry in if it was just for me. The next thing we're going to put in is the potatoes. And you're going to lightly blend those in. And then I am going to take a spatula here, and I'm going to take some of this chicken. And we're going to cut it up into some smaller bites, so it's a little bit easier to manage. Okay, so this still needs a little bit of cooking. I'm going to put that back in the sauce. A little bit pink in the middle still. Not too pink though. Let that go in. And one more piece. All right, and that goes. Turn that up a little bit, and we're going to just keep stirring that until it starts to cook out. All right. So now when we go to serve this, we're going to serve it in a bowl. And I know there's potatoes in it, but we're going to put some rice in a bowl, some white rice. So I just made up some jasmine rice real fast. We're going to get some cilantro. Put some seasoning on it. It must have been in a bag with dill, because there's actually dill in the middle of that. All right. And my knife. Cut the cilantro up. How long have you lived here, James?
Moved here in October? No. Yeah, 2016.
All right.
Yeah, so we're almost 8 years. God, that's old. Yeah.
Where'd you come from?
Portland, Oregon.
Okay.
Yeah, so just a little bit different in weather.
Just a little
Just
bit.
a little drier.
A little drier, just a little bit drier.
Yeah.
All right.
And just a little bit warmer.
That is cooking up really nicely. All right, so we're going to get some rice.
You know, my husband's going to watch this and be like, oh, he can cook.
Now I don't expect you to cook, right?
Yeah.
Well, as Joe will tell you, you're going to get to take some home to your husband, because there's always a lot more than we can get through in here. I also have a special guest here in the kitchen today, a friend of mine, Randolph Scott, who is a retired actor, a friend of mine, and just somebody that's always supported me. And he's never been, he hears about the show every single week, but I lived in an upstairs unit, so he was never able to come and see the show. So I've got Randy sitting here today as a special guest. This is the first meal we've cooked in this kitchen. It's the first time my stove has gotten dirty with me here. James is doing a great job of making it that way. I won't make him clean up though. But we're going to get into tasting this. So I think that looks cooked. All right, let's turn that down. And let me get a work. Yum.
That's good.
Some sauce and some potatoes. And we're going to put some cilantro on top. And there you have it. Under 30 minutes, a beautiful dish, and we're going to let James have a taste of it. This is where the real test comes in. Of course, we told him he has to say it's great. So there you go.
Of course it's great.
It's hot. There's your camera.
There's my camera. All right. Ooh.
Hot? I never listen when you say it's hot.
Oh, oh my God, that's amazing.
Is it good?
Really good.
There we go. Well, that's a wrap tonight on Neighbors Cooking. I am so thankful that all of you were here today with us. I look forward to having you back in the kitchen next week. These were amazing aromas and flavors that we made tonight. I want to take a moment to express my heartfelt thanks to you for coming in, being part of the show. We are also doing a new piece with the food bank.
Yes.
So we're each week with the food bank, we are, they send me a list and I quickly take that list and I turn it into a couple of recipes.
Yeah. Thank you for doing that, because sometimes people get those boxes and they don't know what to do. And so having something like this is... So
I'm so happy to be doing that and being able to be part of the supporter of your center. You're just committed to the community and committed to all of us. So thank you for all you do. To all of our viewers and food enthusiasts, I extend my sincere gratitude for you continuing to watch us and join us and be part of our show. Join us again next week as we dive back into the kitchen with another culinary adventure. Next week we have Scott Stiles coming on as a city manager from the city of Palm Springs. He's going to tell you all about what it takes to run the city. Until then, keep cooking, keep sharing, and keep spreading the love. That's from me to all of you, from our kitchen to your kitchens. Thank you for being part of our Neighbors Cooking family, and we'll see you next week in the kitchen. Have a great week.